To third episode of the Hot Mic podcast. We actually have Ian on this time.
Well,
Did you even fill out a bracket for March Madness?
I did. I made several. None of them made it past the first game.
Wait, what?
The first four games. Freaking Oral Roberts.
Okay, well, that made sense, but
I mean, I'm not mad. Ohio State lost, and that's all that matters.
well, Purdue also lost in the first
I
round.
no. Let's move on. All right, Jaguars.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, so if you can't already tell, we're doing a mock draft. Yeah, we got the Jaguars on the clock here. We do have three. We have the ability to trade. I have control of all 32 teams. Well, all 30 team. Is it 29? Yeah, I think it's 29 teams. And we're about to get this one started. So first on up is the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we all know who they're going to take. It's Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's no elaboration needed for this one. He's the top prospect in the entire draft. He's been the best quarterback since John Elway. Some are saying he's better than John Elway apparently. So
I wouldn't go that far. He
yeah,
hasn't,
no,
he hasn't played a single down.
Yeah. And the only problem I see is his career turns out like Andrew Luck, who he's getting compared to as well, where he just gets no protection and gets killed. But Jacksonville has their new savior of the franchise, and the Jets could have had him. The Jets could have had him if they didn't throw away those two games and went 0-16. But who are they taking here with this pick?
Zach Wilson.
I mean, it's obviously Zach Wilson.
I think they could have gone a different way for if they did not do the Darnold trade. Now that Darnold's out of New York, thank everything. Darnold gets a new shot. It's gotta be.
Now, yeah, it's important to note that Joe Douglas said if our draft pick was like 5 or 6, Darnold would still be on the team, no question about it. But because they were sitting with the second overall pick, that's why they traded him. It's also important to note that the Panthers automatically took Darnold's 5th-year option. So he's on the team for the next 2 years. So they're going all in on him right now, which I like a lot, actually. So next up we have San Francisco. Now, the talk is that they're going to take Mac Jones.
That's dumb. They could have taken him with their second now. Maybe not their second round pick.
Yeah. No, he's going in the first round. He's going in the top 20.
Which over a few other quarterbacks in this draft, I feel shouldn't happen, but I mean, it's like the Bears with Trubisky. If they say they're gonna draft him, they're gonna draft him. I think it's Mac Jones here.
Yeah, I think it's Mac Jones here as well. Adam Schefter did come out and say that he would be shocked if it wasn't Mac Jones with this third selection. Do I think it's a good pick? No. I think it's Justin Fields that would be better off for the team. It just fits them better.
I could see them maybe trading down to the late top 10, but getting a few more picks.
But they traded up to 3 and already gave up so much, and they're going to try and trade back.
True.
It just seems a little bit far-fetched on how I personally don't think they should trade at all. I think they'd be just fine how they were at 12. But yeah, I think that they should take Justin Fields, but it's Mac Jones right now, which is just insane. PFF is what we're using right now, and they don't do us kindly for this. Next up, Atlanta Falcons. This has been confirmed to be on the trade block, this pick. So odds on it's going to get traded. Where do you see it to?
I mean, I could see a team like maybe the Bears or the Colts. Maybe not the Colts. Probably the Bears trading up to this.
I definitely see the Bears.
To get their quarterback after Dalton, which is a signing I don't agree with. Although
you were a Bengals fan, so you have.
Dalton gets another shot, which I don't hate. But I think the Bears move up here and they take Justin Fields. I think.
Okay, so you're saying Chicago trades up for this pick?
Yeah, and I don't think they start him this year. I think they roll with Dalton for a year, let him develop behind Dalton.
Was it
Let
a
him
1 year
know.
contract? Did they? I'm pretty sure they sent him for a
I
1
think
year
it was
contract.
1 year, like 10 mil or so.
Yeah,
Let
that's
him
what I.
develop behind Dalton, and then next year, when Dalton's out, let Fields take the reins. That's going to set him up for success as long as they keep most of that defense intact and maybe get some weapons for him.
Yeah, no, I see that. For me, I had something completely different. So I had this QB carousel that I had mapped in play following the Darnold trade. So Darnold goes to Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers have already allowed Teddy Bridgewater to seek a trade. So he's on the trading block. I think he's going to get cut just because of how massive his contract is. It's like $15 million for the next year. That's not worth the money to trade for. So I think he finds his way in Denver to mentor Drew Lock,
Mm-hmm.
which leads Wilson to New York, Jones to San Fran, Fields to New England via the fourth pick. They have the assets to trade up.
Mm, they
15 to
do.
4, we've seen bigger leap ups. I think it's Justin Fields and Cam Newton. They're 1A, 1B pretty much, and they play the same style. They're both vegetarians, so
All
vegan.
right.
Yeah, but yeah, I can see Chicago, but if it's a trade up for a quarterback, I think New
Here,
England's a better pick.
I feel if the Bears are going to move up, they could move up to a different spot and maybe not take Justin Fields. I don't know how high they are on Justin Fields. I don't know if they even like his play style.
Yeah,
So they could wait a little bit, see what's on the board, maybe move up for either Trey Lance or Trask if that many QBs go off the board.
yeah. Trask is probably going to be a third round pick. That's just how I see him. I like him. I'm kind of high on him compared to the others, but yeah. So are we in agreement that this is going to be traded?
I think it will be traded, yes.
Okay, so where do you think it's going to be traded to? I've already said where I think it's going to be traded to.
And I made my case for the Bears.
Both are really strong. Both easily.
I feel like a really outside shot here could be Mike Tomlin getting his replacement for old Big Ben. It's it's an outside shot, but
I think Trey Lance will fall to them at 20.
Mason Rudolph isn't it.
Yeah,
When
Mason
Big
Rudolph.
Ben goes out after however many seasons left, they're going to need a replacement. I think Mike Tomlin is smart enough to go get his QB now, and just let him sit behind Big Ben until he's ready to come into the starting role.
Yeah, I also I think that they can get Trey Lance at 20. If the
I don't know.
depending yeah. So Chicago or New England is what we're agreeing on right now.
Yeah.
Which one do you think is a higher chance of trading up?
I think New England has a lot of value that they could trade.
So
And I mean, the Bears aren't opposed to taking a shot.
Yeah.
on a QB.
Yeah.
Not to name any names, one that plays in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's an interesting signing though.
At least someone picked him up.
Yeah.
Maybe Allen can mentor him. Make him throw the deep ball.
Yeah, someone drafted a player a year after he's gonna mentor you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's looking nice though for Buffalo. So, New England has the higher chance? Is that what we're coming to here?
I think so. And I think that they're more likely to get a player of Justin Fields' play style.
Yeah. So I manually override trade. Who knows what the actual trade conditions are going to be? So now New England is on the clock, and they're going to take Justin Fields.
It's Justin Fields.
Yeah. All right. Now your team, Bengals. I know who you want.
And I know who Burrow wants as well.
We know who Burrow wants as well. The question is he the LeBron for the franchise?
Here's the thing. You keep him happy. Yes, he's going to get killed next year. But if he wants to play in Cincinnati and he doesn't care about the line, let him play in Cincinnati. I think we go with Ja'Marr Chase.
So you are riding on Ja'Marr Chase here.
I think it's probably gonna happen. I'm not gonna get my hopes up for a lineman at number 5 when there's a that is that good and has that good of a connection with our quarterback coming back from that injury. It's another weapon that we lost Green and
But you lost
Boyd.
Green basically 2 years ago, and bro did just
Yeah,
fine
we lost him
without
to
him.
injuries.
Yeah.
We got
No,
Boyd and Higgins. I think we find our new number 1 or number 2.
I agree that this is the pick that they're going to do. They're going to bungle up the 5th overall pick.
And it's a deep class for the
Yeah.
line.
yeah, no.
So maybe they could even move up. I don't know if that's what they want to do. If
Yeah,
there's a pick they really like.
I like that idea actually later on in the draft. You might see
Okay.
that. Miami.
I want
Now-
to see.
We already know what they're going to do. It's a wide receiver. It's obviously wide receiver.
I could see them going line.
But to your point, this is a deep lineman draft class.
Yes.
And the top 2 that are available both played with Tua. And Jalen Waddle. and Devontae
Receivers.
Smith.
I thought you were talking about line still. and
Oh
I'm like,
no.
They play at Oregon and Northwestern. What do you mean?
No.
So basically, if it gets to this spot, I feel like they're going into calling Tua and basically saying, Tua, which one do you want?
Now, Devonta Smith did say that he would prefer Mac Jones over Tua.
Oof.
He did say that.
So-
It was kind of more of a flat out statement than Jalen Waddle did not give any comments. Devonta did say that.
Well, I think it's clear then. I think Waddle's the pick.
Yeah, I like this.
I'm
Especially
not
with
high
the
on
loyalty.
Devonta Smith at all. I'm not high on Devonta. I think he's being way overhyped just because of his speed. Detroit. This is another spot that has been rumored to be on the trade block. No confirming anything at all.
They're in the middle of their rebuild. I don't think they trade this pick.
But that's the thing is they could trade it back
because it's a complete team.
They already
It's-
got a bunch of
mediocre,
picks
yeah,
from a
it's-
certain team in LA.
You're welcome, Detroit.
I think they take the player here that fits them best, that will make an impact immediately, so they can at least compete in. Besides the Packers, a relatively weak NFC North. Andy Dalton.
And you're gonna
I don't
call
know
me
who they
someone.
take, but I don't think they trade this pick at all.
I think that there is a potential to trade this pick, but this is the most obscure pick when it comes to everything. This is the pick that the draft starts. 4 is probably going to be traded, and once we see who gets that pick, we'll probably know who is going where. But this is the pick where like anything can happen. They could go Devonta Smith. They lost their 2 big wideouts in free agency. They could go Micah Parsons. They did
Kyle
lose.
Pitts.
What? Oh,
Kyle
no,
Pitts.
yeah. Oh, I could see no because they have T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah.
T.J. Hawkinson's kind of molding into. a
Jared
very
Goff
good
likes
end.
tight ends, though.
Jared Goff hates tight ends.
Mhm.
I've been a Rams fan for a while now. He hates tight ends. We extended Tyler Higbee for 3 years, and there was a good reason. He showed flashes of brilliance last year
Yeah.
late, and then he absolutely does nothing because he does like a deep threat though. When we had Brandon Cooks healthy, I think that they go to Devonta Smith here. Deep threat. They don't have a wide receiver. I think their wide receiver number 1 right now is Tyrell Williams.
Yeah.
I think they go Devonta Smith here. I like them going Devonta Smith.
100%.
All right. So Carolina, they have
It's
the
got to
quarterback.
be a receiving threat. I think Pittsburgh-
No, they have Robbie Anderson and DJ
And?
Moore. DJ Moore.
They lost Curtis Samuel.
They did lose Curtis Samuel, but that duo of Robbie Anderson, who was playing at 3 and now is going to 2.
Who do they have at tight end?
No one.
Exactly.
Absolutely no one. I do think they go Kyle
Kyle
Pitts here.
Pitts.
Yes, I think you go Kyle Pitts if he is available, which all depends on the Falcons pick. All right, Broncos. This one is big
because they had their tackle, I'm forgetting on his name. He opted out. So I don't think they pick him up because that was like a pushback year on his contract. Micah Parsons is available right now on the board. Do you think this is the pick? All right.
Yeah, their linebacker core is not the strongest. They definitely need some help with that.
Yeah,
And I think Micah Parsons fits the bill.
Yep. All right. So now we have the Cowboys. Now Penei Sewell is sitting there available.
And their
Need
line
to protect Dak. And
you got to make holes for Zeke. Their entire offense bases on the line.
Yeah, that's how they went 13-3 a couple years back, was because of an outstanding line, and now it's half gone.
Yeah, their line went from the best to the worst like that. So I think it's Sewell 100% here.
That was, yeah. Well, Patrick Surtain. But that defense was atrocious last year.
How are you going to beat the opponent if you can't outscore them?
Did you see how many points they were putting up last year?
True.
Before Dak's injury? Like 30 plus a game. That's insane. The defense was what was letting them down.
Mm-hmm. But where was the run game?
I mean, yeah, that was kind of gone. But if they can establish a play action, which I think they can, if they establish a play action with the triplet of Zeke, who I think just had a bad year, I'm being honest here. This might be something that needs to be looked out on. Zeke, Dak, and Amari Cooper, I think it's a good overall thing that they have going. So I'm like, you get what I'm saying here. I think Patrick Surtain is the pick. Because of that defense averaging 30 plus points per game.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So I switched you just like that. So now the draft night story. Now Sewell falls. Number 11, Giants, need of line to protect Daniel Jones in the pocket, who is known for being one of the worst when it comes under pressure. Is this where he goes?
So, yeah.
Yeah. This one's kind of obvious.
Their defense stepped up, and they got some great wide receivers in free agency.
Yeah. Kenny Galladay is a great pickup for them. I think this definitely works for them. All right, up next, we have the Eagles. That's just one of the worst run franchises. I think Houston might take the cake after Deshaun Watson, which not even going to touch base on that right now. Eagles. Jalen Hurts looks to be the starter. He changed his number to 1, which I think is a power move by him. And do they build around the wide receiver core that they have right now?
Wait, what receiving core?
Oh, they have Jalen Rieger, and Travis Fulgham. And who knows what's going on with Edgards. What?
Do
they protect Jalen Hurts? Do they build on the defense? There's a lot of holes that can be filled here.
Jalen Hurts has legs.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does.
But he needs someone really good to throw to. Can we see the wide receiver board?
Wide receiver board is not looking great. There's a big fall off because right now Rashad Bateman is the top wide receiver on the board.
Man, why they got Rondell Moore so low?
Elijah Moore so high. It's PFF.
Why is Rondell Moore the lower ranked Moore?
Okay, well, I actually like Rondell Moore a lot. I think he's a bigger and stronger Tyreek Hill, which no. Any team that gets him is going to be a stud. I think this would be an overdraft if they were to go to, if he was to go to Philly.
I think there are good receivers. It's just the Eagles' kind of thing to miss on wide receivers. So maybe not overdrafting will help them. Maybe 1 year not miss out on a stud.
Yeah. So who do they take though? Because I don't think wide receiver is the pick.
Rashawn Slater. He's on the board.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
He is the top tackle available. But they have Lane Johnson at tackle, and then somebody else that's actually really good. And plus, the line
Is
had
Brandon Brooks
injuries.
coming back?
Brandon Brooks is coming back
All right, maybe they go corner.
with J.C. Horn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think to pair it up with Darius Slay. Yeah, I like that pick actually. That's a nice sleeper pick. All right, the Chargers. This team is the epitome of mediocrity. They might not even have an owner next year, depending on what Dean Spanos is going on over there. Spanos, yeah. I don't know why I have the N. Dean, yeah. You know. What are they doing?
Well, they need line. They don't want poor Herbert to lose his leg like some quarterback in Ohio. I mean, they could bolster the defense. Who do they have linebacker?
I think their starting linebacker is Denzel Perryman, but they did draft they did draft Kenneth Murray, which
didn't they ship out one of their corners?
Yeah, they did trade Desmond King and got rid of Casey Hayward, which made no sense. Must not have been a scheme fit type thing.
Mm. Could be secondary. Could be Slater.
I kind of like the Slater pick here. They did go offensive line in free agency. You see him doing it again in the draft.
All right, Rashawn Slater.
Yep, Rashawn Slater. Welcome to Los Angeles.
And now Minnesota, fun team here. Edge.
I do want to point out one thing with Minnesota here. This was an anomaly that I saw a little bit ago, which I'm pretty sure still holds up. Under the Mike Zimmer era, they have never had back-to-back winning seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Never once. So they'll make the playoffs one year, and then they'll miss it. They might miss it again, just being sure, and then they'll suck again, and then they'll shoot up back in the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's average. That's what a Zimmerman let off Vikings is. And their offense is looking fine.
Better kickers.
Okay, why you gotta do that like them? Come on.
Maybe they should draft a kicker in the first round.
Let's see. Is Sarah Fuller on the board?
All right. They need edge.
Yeah. I think their offense is set. You know, at the end of the year, it was looking just fine.
Maybe Kirk can get better under the lights a little bit.
Yeah. But he did get a primetime win.
Hey, can you put up the edge board?
The edge board. We haven't had many defensive players taking off here. If we do go to edge, I'm pretty sure Kwity Paye. Yep, Kwity Paye is the top linebacker right now. I mean edge. Ooh.
I think they just need someone to get after the quarterback. They shipped off a few pieces. Yannick Ngakoue didn't really work for them. Yeah,
that was yeah. All right, so we're looking at linebackers because they getting a little bit older in the linebacking core. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is available. We can look at defensive. Anything to bring pressure. The top one is Christian Barmore.
Yeah.
Is that the pick that you see? They did sign Dalvin Tomlinson in free agency, so I don't think.
They still have Michael Pierce?
Yeah, they do.
I think he opted out.
Yeah, he opted out.
I think they don't need interior.
They don't need line. They need this. This is a trade spot. Looking at what's happened, I think this is a perfect trade spot to trade back a couple of 2 picks because the team is there. It's just not peak condition right now. The team is there though.
Can you go to the cornerback board?
The corner board, because Jeff Gladney did get into something. Greg Newsome.
That's not who I'm thinking about.
And then Trayvon Mooring out of TCU, who is like.
Because if there's a stud in the secondary, I could see them trading back to 17 and the Raiders coming up for some secondary help. Just caught my eye.
Yeah. This is a tough spot for the Vikings. They don't really have too much they can work with.
So do they go best player available?
I think that there is a chance that they do,
but right now, according to PFF, which is wrong, it's Trey Lance. So
Well,
I
not a
think
quarterback.
the best player available that fits them that they need is Trayvon Moring out of
Yeah.
TCU. All right. And that's where he goes. A little bit of a reach, but also, yeah. All right. Falcons are back up on the clock. Trey Lance is still there. Is he the right pickup?
No.
All right. No
I
heir
think-
apparent to Matt Ryan yet.
They gotta. Matt Ryan is not bad. I mean, it's not his glory days. It's not
Oh, yeah.
2016 anymore.
Oh, yeah.
I think they should improve on the defensive side of the ball. Maybe not a corner, but someone maybe a linebacker like the guy from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I do like that idea. I think he was a linebacker. Yeah, I like the idea of linebacker. Their defense struggled immensely last year.
Yeah.
I like this idea here for them. All right, so the Cardinals. This team is one or two pieces away from winning it all.
Greg Newsome.
Yeah. They lost. They did sign Malcolm Butler,
They
who
did.
is
I thought he
heading
was on the Titans.
back home, so to say, because that's where he had the
Yeah,
infamous
yeah,
interception.
yeah. I watched the Northwestern Purdue game
Mhm.
this year. Very sad ending. Purdue should have won. But anyway,
Yeah, I could say the same thing for us.
Rondale Moore did not play last season. He did opt out. But David Bell is still talented, and Newsome locked him up. And I think Newsome is a stud corner.
So you think that he is the great pick for them here?
I think he is. They need cornerback. Is Pat Pete gone yet?
Pat P has signed with Minnesota.
Yeah. It's corner.
And they did sign AJ Green in free agency, which PFF ironically had ranked the worst free agent signing in this class.
I don't know about that. Did you see the Bears? Okay.
Yeah, they rank. Yeah, that's.
Why are all
insane.
the bad trades the one with former Cincinnati players?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Oh yeah. Carlos Dunlap signed with Seattle. Geno Atkins is yet to sign with the team.
oh poor guy.
And
He's
actually, last time we started recording, a Bengals player, ironically enough, signed with the team. So I'm gonna check my phone real quick. Nothing. You're spared for another day.
man.
We're gonna get a live.
Why did we lose William Jackson? Anyway,
All right, Raiders.
I think,
I like Christian Barmore here.
bro. Did you see them just shell out their line, dude?
What were they doing? And they were in the Russell Wilson sweepstakes for the reason of their line. Like that was one of the best lines in
It's
the
John
entire
Gruden.
league.
It is John Gruden.
Ship him off.
It's John Gruden.
No, I think it's Mike Mayock. Mike
question
Mayock is notorious for getting lineman picks wrong. Notorious for it. That's like his
but
one thing that he sucks at.
You're not going to tell me that Gruden has something to do. Has something to do with it.
Gruden always liked the big good line. He was down for a cheap player, but he also liked linemen.
I think they do need line though. I don't think there's any other way to go because Carr is going to die next season.
Yeah, Carr's dead.
They don't get anything.
Yeah. And for some reason, the Raiders signed Kenyon Drake. It's confusing what they're doing over there.
And you're telling me the AJ Green signing was bad?
Okay, well, I actually kind of like this signing of Kenyon Drake. It was
They
more
have
of
Josh Jacobs.
It was more. Josh Jacobs gets way too injured. Way too injured. Like, he's a strong player, but that's what happens when you play the position that he does.
Anyway, I think it's Darisaw.
Christian Darisaw. All right.
Yeah.
I either see Barrymore or Darisaw. I like that pick. All right, the Dolphins are back on the clock, seeing the tackle that they probably wanted is gone. And what do they want to do here?
Did they already pick?
They already took Jalen Waddle. Do they try and get more draft picks?
I feel like they could take Barmore here.
I can see that. They did
Didn't
lose
they lose
Davian
Godchaux?
Godchaux. Yeah, they lost Godchaux.
which I actually thought it was kind of bad for them. He was a great player. In
I
my
mean,
opinion.
they lost depth, so I think
Yeah.
Barmore besides Lance, who's still sitting on the board.
Lance is good, but the picks that we're going through do not require him.
It's great value. I think
Yeah.
it's Barmore.
Yeah, I like Barmore here too. All
Tua
right.
can run around for a bit.
So Washington.
Do they take Lance, or does he fall one more spot to the Bears? Because I think if
I don't
he's
think the
there at
Bears
20, I think the Bears take him.
I do think that to an extent that the Bears have depth picks as well in this draft. So I think that they can pick up Kyle Trask. I think they can pick up other players. And if they want to. So I see Washington taking Trey Lance here. Adam Schefter said that he would not be surprised if Trey Lance is still available for him to go to Washington.
What happened to the Heineken train?
What did happen to Heineken? Well, he did sign that 1 year. He's not the face of the franchise as much as I wanted to.
Maybe he'll do really good in preseason, and everyone will just.
Oh yeah, if we can have a preseason this year, that'd be fun.
Maybe Trubisky can play again.
Yeah, Trubisky starting for the first time in a while, leading the Bills to a 3-0 preseason record.
Yeah.
I like Trey Lance here.
Matt Barkley.
I like Trey Lance. Yeah, they did. I like Trey Lance here for Washington, though.
Yeah.
Or do they take Kyle Trask? Because Fitzmagic and Heineke would be good to start off with to mentor a younger player like Trey Lance, Kyle Trask.
But North Dakota State, NFC East, put it together, you get a few good years and then disaster.
Jeez, you're gonna dog on Carson Wentz like that.
Right. He was a great player. He took him. Well, his backup took him to a Super Bowl.
Ironically enough, who plays for the next team available? Are we gonna see Nick Foles and another North Dakota State quarterback, or are we seeing him going off one early? Because I think that there is a chance here for them to improve the defense with Kwity Paye.
Yes, but their defense is amazing, and
their defense is insane. Ryan Kerrigan, Purdue man, is a free agent and he's not been signed.
Go to Cincinnati. Sorry, what was that? Someone behind me.
Hey, who knows?
I could see him taking a wide receiver, honestly.
A nice young number 3, because they have 2 deep threats right now. They don't have like an actual route running.
Yeah.
Check down type guy.
I watched Cam Sims against the Buccaneers drop 3 big, huge deep ball plays.
Yeah.
They need it.
So you're thinking that they take Rashad Bateman or Elijah Moore?
Probably Bateman over Moore.
All right. He stays in that crimson gold. Does Trey Lance go to Chicago? Yes or no?
No.
All right.
I think they take Trask.
All right.
Maybe not with this pick, but they do take Trask.
He is 64 ranked, average draft position of 54.
Yeah.
And you're going to take him at 20.
He's not going at 20. He will go in the later rounds, but I think the Bears will get him. So instead of Javon Wims, maybe we look at the wide receiver board and get someone that can catch.
That's what I was thinking. They need to have another guy next to Allen Robinson, because Darnell Mooney. There's one guy above him that I'm forgetting. Anthony Miller. He is on the trade block right now. Darnell Mooney is the deep threat.
The 2 weeks that I had Anthony Miller on the fantasy team, he generated 9 points. All 9 points came in the game where I had him on my bench.
So yeah, do you think they take this? This is lining up. Elijah Moore is ranked 20th. The Bears are ranked 20th.
I think that everyone's. Yeah, look at his average draft position, 37. I don't
They-
think he drafted that high. I think he shot up draft boards for. I'm sure there's a reason, but
Hey, remember the last 2 players to come out of Ole Miss that are wide receivers?
I know
Can't
one
name
of
them.
them's AJ Brown and DK Metcalf. You know
Yep.
what? Mate, is that why he's shooting up draft boards? Because he went
maybe
to
maybe
the
Ole
same
Miss just
school
has
as DK?
something in the wide receivers room where they just become enormously jacked for no reason.
I don't think it's Elijah Moore.
And who are you seeing
I
here?
maybe not Rondale Moore at this pick, maybe Terrence Marshall, but the first Moore will be Rondale.
Wow. So, but who do the Bears pick here? Because Rondale Moore is too early.
Yeah.
And this isn't really a trade back place because they have holes that they need to fill. They did get rid of Kyle Fuller. Do they find his replacement right now?
Isn't Caleb Farley on the board?
Caleb Farley. Who is? Yep, Caleb Farley is on the board. I do like Caleb Farley here.
There's your pick.
Yeah, I definitely see this happening. This is more of a cheaper
I mean,
Kyle Fuller.
Jalen Johnson played like crazy.
Oh yeah, I think he was safety though.
I thought he was a corner.
Secondary. They play secondary. Colts. Do they have 2 North Dakota States?
No.
I could see them going Elijah Moore here.
Really?
I definitely see this happening. They need 1 more wide receiver to help with the offense. The defense is fine. The offense is a little bit iffy.
What's Elijah Moore's 40 time?
Oh, I think we can go with his show more. I don't think he ran a 40 yet. I don't think Ole Miss has done their pro day. Still a lot of more pro days to be done.
I really do believe that he's shooting up draft boards. Yes, he's a good player, but I think he's shooting up because of the reputation wide receivers before him have built.
Well, there's got to be a reason.
Yes, and I'm sure he's a stud, and he's going to be great on whatever team he goes to. Just don't think it's this high.
Well,
But
yeah.
he's got to go at some point, and we got some wide receiver hungry teams here.
I'm pulling up his stats right now and stuff.
I mean, he played last year.
He's not jacked like DK Metcalf. Yeah. Moore's jumped up to 20. He is a clear first rounder, so he's going in the first round. He's 5'9", 178. They did do a pro day. His 40 time was a 4.35. And he's also he's not skinny. He's like,
yeah,
he's kind of like an AJ Brown.
He does go to this.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Titans would love to have him.
But they fall up
Speaking
one
of the Titans
short.
and wide receivers.
From Ole Miss. Do you see? Let's see. We go to wide receivers here. Terrence Marshall and Rondale Moore.
How tall is Terrence Marshall?
Terrence Marshall. I really wish I think we can see this here, actually. All right. He is 6'3", 200.
I know Rondale Moore is not that.
Yeah, Rondale Moore is like 5'9". I think he's 5'9", 175.
But Rondale Moore flies. He's got.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
he's 5'9", 180. I said he's a bigger and stronger Tyreek Hill.
Wait, go back to Rondale Moore's page. I want you to look at the stats. Yes, he played last year because he opted out. In 2018, didn't the season get ended or something like that?
Yeah. No, 2019?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, whatever. And then you look at 2018 in a season with what, 12 games, 13 games with a bowl game, 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns on Purdue. Not a notorious football school. Just, I mean, with what? Was it David Blau at quarterback?
Hey, Dale Blau's your guy though.
I'm not dogging him. He's good. But I mean, he was able to put that kind of production. Some wide receivers in the NFL can't put up that kind of production in 16 games.
Yeah.
And he was doing it against teams like Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And I'm pretty sure that's the year where he was crucial in the upset over Ohio State.
Yeah, no, he was. So,
I mean, they did have Dwayne Haskins. Anyway,
but Dwayne Haskins was good in college.
yeah.
So, do the Titans take Rondale Moore?
Have I convinced you enough?
Have you convinced Mike Vrabel enough?
I think so.
Because you have to remember this guy has to block for Derrick Henry.
Oh, true.
If there's a swing pitch happening, is Derrick Henry plowing over him, or is he blocking for Derrick Henry?
But I think that sets up play action really nicely. Rondale is a guy that can just run past you and get behind the defense. So I feel like he could set up a very dangerous play action game with Henry. He doesn't hand it off, chucks it deep, more for the touchdown.
I just want to point out something here. The Titans did sign Josh Reynolds, and he made a commitment to being faster, saying that he was a deep threat. He did play for the Rams. Where was the deep threat at when he played in LA? I don't know.
And Moore is a deep threat if I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
And if you look at the tape, he's just hard to take down.
Oh yeah,
he squirms through the holes in the defense. I think it's Rondale Moore.
You think it's Rondale Moore? I think it's a wide receiver. I think it's Terrence Marshall. Jeez.
There's no N. There's
big.
no N. It is Terrace.
Terrace Smart.
There's no N.
Actually, you know what we're doing here? Just because of that, I know he's on the board. Where's it at? Where is he at?
What are you doing?
Where is he at? They're taking Wop Taylor. Wop Filler. No. No. He's gone. He left. He left.
I'm disappointed.
All right, we're doing Rondale Moore here.
Of course, we're doing Rondale.
All right. New York, are they getting a weapon, or are they providing more pass rush, or what are they doing here?
Some on defense.
They're going defense?
Well, I could see them taking whichever one is not either Terrace Marshall or Rondale Moore, whichever one doesn't go there.
Yeah. So
I can see them. I can see them taking Kwity Paye though.
Well, they did sign the former Bengal Carl Lawson in free agency. I'm gonna rub that in your face, okay? I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna laugh when the Rams. They're either not making the playoffs at 7-10 now.
What do you mean?
Or 8-9, or they're a first round exit.
Bro, no.
See, we can't experience heartbreak in the playoffs because we never make them. Boom.
You're gonna regret saying that.
What I'm literally all I say is hot.
This.
Tom Brady, the Patriots.
Shut up.
Literally
Shut up.
Literally everyone that has cost you rings. You could have 3, but you have 1. And that's only
4.
because you beat the Titans.
We can have 4. We can have 4. We played in 4 Super Bowls.
Have? That one against the Steelers, no one remembers.
The one that we're just known for starting dynasties. If you beat us in the Super Bowl, you're going to start our dynasty. That's just, or you're ending one.
Exhibit A.
New
There was
England.
no Titans dynasty.
All right. Who the Jets? They are taking wide
Quiddy
receiver. They're taking Quiddy Pay.
They're
Yeah, I
taking
can
it.
see that. Yeah, I can see that.
It all
All
starts
right.
with the defense.
The Pittsburgh Steelers. All right,
Trey Lance.
Yeah. We all saw that one coming. Jacksonville. Walker Little
Who?
out of Stanford. He's the top ranked tackle available, and that's who they need.
Terrace Marshall. At a
No, they have Laviska Chalant. They have DJ Chark.
Chalant. Did you say Chalant? Chenault.
Yes, that's the name. My mouth is very dry right now. I haven't had water in a couple of hours. Shut up. All right.
Go on.
All right. I think they take Walker Little here just for protection for you see out, right?
Yeah, they wanna protect their golden boy with golden hair.
Yep. I will say it will be a shame when he cuts that hair off.
All right, top rated linebacker. Let's get this out quick. Let's go.
Linebacker. The top rated linebacker is Nick Bolton. It's a reach.
Okay, maybe not. Hold on.
It's a bit of a reach there. How about this? Let's just look to see the top available. They need edge. Look at that, Jason Awa from
all right,
Penn
that's
State.
decision. All right.
Yep, we're gonna
Walk
speed
off
right
stage.
through these. This
Here's
is where I had
Marcel.
Rondale Moore going. Actually, was right.
I really don't want that to happen. if I have to watch Rondale Moore burn the Bengals corners 2 times a year, I'm gonna cry. I'm not gonna watch.
Do you still have that wallpaper?
What wallpaper?
The Rondale Moore one or no?
Yeah, I still have it on.
Bro, that'd be so funny if you open up your phone and it's just like, oh yeah, that's my team's number one wide receiver.
He just put up 300 yards and 8 touchdowns against the Bengals again.
Oh, that's fun. The Saints.
Literally anyone they can afford.
Yep, just take the top overall pick, just like last year. Packers. They will be taking Kyle Trask.
All right, chill out.
Yeah, no. I like them going Telvin Jenkins here actually.
Yeah.
I watched Brett Coleman's film room over him. I'm really high on him after seeing that. He's a very strong, raw player that's also very smart.
Yeah.
The Bills.
Edge.
Well,
their defense used to be really good. Now it's less good.
There isn't
their line is not what it was.
All right. The Chiefs. Dylan Runez.
Redune.
Yeah, Reduns. Or you see them going defense because I think that's a bigger need for them right now.
Well, hold up.
I think there's a chance that they re-sign one of the tackles on a lesser deal because they've done a complete overhaul of that offensive line. They brought in Kyle Long, they brought in Austin Black, they brought in Joe Thuney. So I think they might be good online actually.
I think Patrick Mahomes is not going to let them draft defense.
I don't think he has a choice.
Protect the golden boy.
I don't think they have a choice. Asante Samuel is sitting right here nicely at 31 available for them. And a secondary that, let's be honest here, is not great.
I mean, at least they have L'Jarius Sneed. Pretty over.
Or they take linebacker Nick Bolton from Mizzou.
All right, Asante Samuel.
All right. And the reason I did this was just for you. Buccaneers, they don't need anything. So let's do this. We are going to go to the next Bengals pick right here. And they're going to trade pick 38 for 32 and pick 101, force the trade because this is the trade that I'm coming up with. And right there available is a nice old shiny new tackle for the Bengals.
I'll take it.
And that is the first round, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what PFF has graded for us.
What's your worst draft? I want it to be Elijah Moore.
All right, so Trevor Lawrence, A+, Zach Wilson, A+, Mac Jones, B+, Justin Fields, A+. Jamar Chase was an A.
Jalen Waddle was a B. Devonta Smith was an A minus. Kyle Pitts was an A. Patrick Surtain with 10. The
That
one
was-
that everybody has. Like, it's the consensus that if he's available, the Cowboys are probably going to take him with a C minus.
But is he fast?
He's the son of Patrick Surtain. So, yes, of course he's fast.
Yes, I got that, Moses. I see the 2 lines.
Yeah. Peniswell was a good pick. J.C. Horn, I like that one. Rashawn Slater, that was mainly just a pick because the players that they need weren't actually there available for them in this mock or to have a pick. Trayvon Morig, or whatever how you say his name. Yeah, not bad. Greg Newsome, the one that you said locked up. The no name from Purdue.
All right, he's not that bad.
D. Now, these 3 picks right here, I actually can see why they're kind of bad pickups.
They
Christian
needed a
Barrymore.
corner. They needed a corner, and Newsome is a stud.
Yeah. I like Rashad Bateman going to Washington more than AWS does. Caleb Farley, that was a good job by you. Elijah Moore, A minus. You want to stop dogging on him now?
I will never stop the wrong more.
Rondale Moore was a B plus. Quiddy Pay was an A minus. Trey Lance was an A plus. Walker Little B plus there. Jason Way, that was just the one that we threw in there because that's who the Browns needed the most. B minus. Yeah. Terrence Marshall gonna be killing the Bengals 14 touchdowns with the B plus here.
At least it's not more.
Yeah. This was a luxury pick here for the Saints. That was a C plus, and that was kind of the same here for the Packers. There wasn't any top wideouts available. They're still in the Antonio Brown sweepstakes and free agency. That might happen. It's been rumored.
I thought he already signed with Tampa Bay.
No, he commented on Tampa's post saying all 22 starters are back, quoting, and I quote, sign at AB. He's still so narcissistic. Jalen Phillips, that was a B plus, A minus with Asante Samuel, and then a B plus with Dylan Hernandez with the 32nd pick. That is our mock draft, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. This was fun making. I hope you guys enjoyed. This
And
probably is.
I'm so glad it's over.
You're lucky. I was going to try and get Rondale Moore to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's
probably what's gonna happen.
I don't want it to happen though.
I don't think you have a choice. All right. This is probably gonna. I think we're gonna upload this for the 10th, and there might have actually been a transaction that occurred. Nope, it was Joel Embiid. That's what I got a notification for. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We might be talking about Deshaun Watson. Yay or nay? Gonna pass on that one.
Or we could just not talk about him.
Yeah. That's. We might talk about Paul Pierce because that is funny. That whole Paul Pierce situation is funny.
And this is where I leave.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Who knows what we're going to talk about next? Anything that happens in the sports world, probably going to talk about. MLB, Ian's going to take over that probably.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to leave you to that, and I'll probably pull up statistics if I need to.
I wonder how the Diamondbacks are doing.
I don't know. I just know that Boston is not feeding any kids whatsoever, which has taken over Twitter because they said every time the Red Sox win, kids in poverty get food, and they haven't won a game.
No, the Diamondbacks are currently 1-3.
It's still early.
They're tied with the Padre. No, not the Padre. Who are they playing?
Well, Tatis is out.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he got injured. He injured his elbow.
We still lost 3 of 4.
And
we're playing Colorado. All
right. Ian is going to be taking over that section. We might talk about NBA a bit. That will probably be more me. I'm not sure if Ian keeps up with that at all. I don't think you do.
The only NBA player I watch is Carson Edwards.
which
CC
plays for the
man.
Celtics.
Speaking of Boston, feed the
Boston.
children, man.
All right, we're gonna end that with that one there.
That's all.
We're gonna
All
end
right.
that with a very money-friendly word there from Ian. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.